Alright traders, so in this video I'm going to show you how I organize my charts in the MT4 platform that's going to assist me in trading more effectively. So one of the things that I do is I create profiles for the different pairs that I trade. So under this tab it says profiles. Okay, so these are all my profiles. So I organize all my Aussie pairs together, all my Canadian pairs, franc pairs, euro pairs, pound pairs, yen pairs, New Zealand pairs, and dollar pairs. So you can see that in all I trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 8 major currencies and all their pairs, right? So for example, when I click on Aussie pairs, boom, all my Aussie charts will come out, okay? And so I look at Aussie Canadian, Aussie franc, Aussie dollar, Aussie yen, Aussie New Zealand, and pound Aussie. So I can look at it one by one in this way, right? Or I can click on this where I can tile it and I can look at all the charts at the same time, which are all the Aussie pairs. Okay, so what I do is I just click to make sure they're all at the most recent price. Like so, right? So these are all my Aussie pairs. And if I want to look at all my Canadian pairs, I click on CAD, Canadian pairs, and they all pop out this way. There we go. So again, all my Canadian pairs, Canadian franc, dollar Canadian, pound CAD, CAD yen, Aussie CAD, Euro CAD, New Zealand CAD. All right. Okay, so let me show you how I create these things. So let's imagine I want to look at all my US dollar pairs. All right. So what I do is, first of all, the first one would be dollar CAD, for example. So what else do I want to see? I want to see dollar Canadian, dollar yen, pound dollar, all the US dollar pairs, right? So I click File, New Chart, and so I've got dollar CAD, so I'm going to look at dollar yen, for example. So dollar yen would be, or since I'm here, dollar franc. And dollar yen, Euro USD, well, I can put in Aussie dollar first, Aussie dollar, new chart, Euro USD, New Zealand dollar. So notice I'm choosing all the dollar pairs, right? All the dollar pairs. Okay, there you go. Okay, so first I got dollar Canadian. All right, and again, I'm going to put in my settings. So for example, I'm looking at trading the bull flag. Okay, so next one, same thing, M15. Look at bull flag setup. Dollar yen, M15. Now, of course, it depends on your strategy. Now, I tend to trade the 15-minute time frame, so I set them all to 15 minutes. And my primary strategy is the bull flag. I'm trading what I call the bull flag surfing off the moving averages. So I'm going to select bull flag. So again, I'm standardizing everything to 15-minute candles and using my bull flag setup. Okay, there you go. All right. So I have put in all my dollar pairs: dollar CAD, dollar franc, dollar yen, Aussie dollar, Euro dollar, New Zealand dollar, and pound dollar. So once I put in all the dollar pairs, what I do is I just click on this profile and I just click Save Profile. Right, I'm going to save it as dollar pairs. Click OK. So once you click OK, you will have all your dollar pairs over here. So next time you want it, just click on dollar pairs, boom, it comes up with all your dollar pairs. Okay. Similarly, so what you want to do, you want to create Aussie dollar pairs, Canadian pairs, franc pairs, euro pairs, pound pairs, yen pairs, New Zealand pairs, and dollar pairs, right? So altogether 8 different profiles, okay? So this is when I trade my usual strategies, like I trade a bull flag, I trade the trend continuation entry pattern. Now, when I scalp the news, I've got a special one called scalping the news. So for this one, basically it's just 2 charts, and I'm scalping using the 1 minute and the 5 minute candle. And again, depending on which currency I'm trading, could be again the Canadian or the pound or the yen, okay? So what is the reason why I organize my MT4 according to these pairs, right? For a few reasons. Number one reason is it helps me in scanning the market, right? So every morning when I wake up, the first thing I do is I look at Forex Factory to check, are there any major news that's coming up during the day? So if there's a major news coming up, I'll avoid trading my normal strategy during that news event. But for the news event, I'll trade my scalping news strategy, okay? Then what I do is, once I know the major news for the day, I'll then look at all the different pairs to see, is there a trade setup? So first thing is, again, I'm looking at my Aussie pairs, click on Aussie pairs, and then I look one by one. Okay, so first one would be, is there a trade setup? Okay, is there a trade setup? Right, so that's how I scan the entire market, right? I look at all the pairs, and once I see there are some potential setups, I then put it into my watch list. So I create one just called watch list, and my watch list basically will have the charts where it looks like a trade setup is coming. So these are the ones I look at on this particular day, and every time there's a potential trade setup, I put it into my trade setup watch list. So that's one reason why I organize it this way. The other reason why I organize it this way is because when I'm trading, I like to look at correlation between pairs. And okay, so what do I mean, right? So for example, if I see a trade setup on, for example, let me give examples here. All right, so say for example, I find a setup on Canadian yen. I said, okay, I want to short Canadian yen because it looks like, for example, it looks like it is trending downwards. Okay, for example, all right. So I want to short Canadian yen. So if I'm going to go short on Canadian yen, what does it mean? It means that I am bearish on the Canadian pair, right? I think that Canadian will go down, and at the same time, and/or yen is going up, right? So again, when I'm shorting Canadian yen, that means I'm short the Canadian dollar and I'm long the yen dollar, okay? So before I take this trade, what do I want to see? Ideally, when I look at all the other Canadian pairs, I want to see them moving together, right? So I like to see all the Canadian pairs showing that the Canadian currency is going down. Or I look at all the yen pairs, and I like to see that all the yen pairs are showing strength in the yen. Does this make sense? So in other words, when I see all the Canadian pairs moving together or all the yen pairs moving together, it gives me more confidence that this will be going down, right? Because all the Canadian currency pairs are going down, right? All the yen pairs are going up. Make sense, right? So based on this, first I'll look at all the Canadian pairs. Oh, since I'm here, I'm going to look at all the yen pairs, right? So I like to see that most of the yen pairs are showing strength in the yen. Okay, so do I see that? Let me take a look. So first I look at dollar yen. Dollar yen, if the yen is strong, that means the dollar yen should be going down, right? So again, you can see that it is a bit on a downtrend, so that's okay. Canadian yen should also be going down. Yes, it is going down. That's what I want. Euro yen, is it going down as well? Yes, it's on a downtrend pattern, right? As you can see, downtrend pattern. Franc yen, yes, it's also on a downtrend pattern, right? Aussie yen, yes, also on a downtrend pattern, right? So, or you can, if you want, you can click on this tile, and at one glance, you can actually look at all of them together, right? And again, you want to see that ideally all the charts look like they're moving together, which is going down. All the ones with yen, right? So franc yen, Canadian yen, pound yen, all going down, for example, right? Okay. Or alternatively, I can look at all the Canadian pairs. So I'm going to click on Canadian pairs. And again, remember I'm short Canadian. So I want to see all the Canadian pairs showing me that the Canadian currency is weak. So if I look at Canadian franc, you can see Canadian franc is, yeah, it's not weak. You can see Canadian franc looks like it's going up right now. So how about dollar CAD, right? So if Canada is going down, dollar CAD should be going up. Yes, it's going up. It's on an uptrend, right? Pound CAD should also be going up. Yes, pound CAD is going up. Aussie CAD should be going up. Well, it's going sideways, right? Euro CAD should be going up, going sideways, right? So you can see that the Canadian pairs are not all in line, but the yen pairs are all in line. In other words, you can see that yen is strong across all pairs, right? And as long as one of them shows correlation, I'll take this trade. Does this make sense? So let me show you another example on a trade which I just took recently on the Aussie yen. And I took it because all the, again, yen pairs were in line and the Aussie pairs seemed in line as well. All right, so you can see the trade on Aussie yen. And this is a TCE trade, or I call it a trend continuation entry trade. Again, you can see that we have got this pattern over here, right? Price makes lower high, okay, and lower low. So now going towards the profit target over here, there was the entry, stop loss, and profit target. So again, you know, before I took this trade, I wanted to make sure that when I looked at all the other Aussie pairs, okay, so this Aussie yen, so I'm going short on Aussie yen. So when I short Aussie yen, what does it mean? That means to say I am bearish on the Aussie dollar, right? I believe the Aussie dollar is going down, and at the same time I'm long on the Japanese yen, okay? So when I look at other Aussie pairs, I ideally want to see other Aussie pairs going down as well. Or I like to see the yen pairs going up, all right? Does it make sense? So over here you can see that when I'm looking at the Aussie yen pair, I also like to look at all the other yen pairs. So dollar yen, CAD yen, euro yen, franc yen, pound yen, New Zealand yen, right? So again, I'm short Aussie, which means I'm long yen, right? So I like to see the other yen pairs showing yen to be strong as well, right? So if you look at pound yen, so you can see it's also going down, right? Which means yen is going up. That's why pound yen is going down. New Zealand yen is also going down, right? So you can see that there's a correlation between Aussie yen, pound yen, and New Zealand yen. And if you look at franc yen is also going down, right? It's also going down. So that gives me more confidence to take the Aussie yen trade because it shows you that all the other yen pairs are showing strength in the yen, all right? Euro yen is also going down, as you can see. Okay. Now at the same time, you could also look at the Aussie pairs, right? Aussie pairs. And if I'm short Aussie yen, again, it means that I'm bearish on Aussie, right? So I like to see all the Aussie pairs going down, right? So you can see Aussie is again on downtrend, Aussie's on a downtrend, Aussie's on a downtrend, Aussie's on a downtrend as well. So again, this is my Aussie yen trade, right? So that's how I look for correlation between pairs before taking a trade. Okay, so following up on the trade that I just took a couple of minutes ago, you can see that right now it is moving towards my profit target. So I'm going to take profit in a short while. Hopefully can get there really quickly. And again, you can see that for the other pairs, the same thing is happening, right? The price has gone down for Aussie CAD, Aussie franc, where Aussie franc's going sideways, Aussie dollar is going down as well, right? Aussie dollar, Aussie yen, which is the trade I'm taking, um, Aussie New Zealand, right, went down, and so you can see how correlation works, right? So when one goes down, they all tend to go down. So we like to trade pairs again with really great correlation.